This presentation is about integrating GraphPad into your business processes or your backend system. So for smaller companies, even sole proprietorships, basically once they've configured their forms, they can configure in their email settings. And so for example, they can blind copy any proposals they send out to a backend system, and they can have an office administrator actually take those, print them out, file them as paper, or save them however they desire. For medium-sized systems like our companies like Centex Foundation, they've actually automated that process, and so it goes to a specific mailbox, and then it's grabbed by a script and put into FileNet for them. For larger operations, however, there's a lot of custom integration that has to happen, and they need a much tighter integration. So for example, for the City of New York, what they're looking at having had done is to basically have a button that actually allows them to open up a web view, and this is now going to make a web call to their backend system and will display all the locations that need to be inspected. They also will have the option of searching for an area, and so for example, they can put in an address, and once they've decided on an address, either by picking a location off the map or by typing in the location, they can then open up a details page, and it's going to have all the owner information, the address, etc. It'll have a list of all of the previous reports that have happened on this particular property, all that associated information. Selecting it will have the ability to open up the PDF. They can either open up a new report, or they can take an existing report and copy that report to a new report, and then they would have all the previous drawings from that previous report on there, and so it radically streamlined their creating of a new report. That obviously is a lot of web calls that are going out to another system. There's a lot of queuing that has to happen. So for example, if they actually have a new report and they're disconnected from the network, there has to be a queue that allows them to try and save that to the backend system. If it can't save it, then they'll actually periodically retry and save that. There's all this service calls that actually go out and get their existing locations. There's a lot to be specified in terms of what they need. However, the primary point is that with enough time and effort, we can completely integrate GraphPad into their back-end system and radically change the way that they're doing their inspections at this time. So that's an example of the various levels of integration that GraphPad offers, and in particular, how we would integrate that with the New York City Department of Transportation using a map view. And that's my presentation. Thank you.